hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 48-degree Friday, the 23rd of May. It's 53 now. Man, that grass is just getting full. You almost can't even tell where the trails are anymore. It's crazy. That's really getting tall. Wild jungle out here. But TGIF, I think it's supposed to be nice today. My watch says, rain in 3 days. So they're saying, 3 days, that'd be Sunday. Or Monday, yeah. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That'd be Sunday. Dadgummit. Not on the weekend, especially Memorial Day weekend. Oh well. Get what you get this time of year. But anyway, let's go bust out and get a day done at work, and got a couple of 300Ls to put together, and maybe we'll take one of those things for a test ride. I don't know what else I have on my schedule, so depending on that, so how far I get on the Hondas. There's no rush on the Hondas. But anyway, let's go work it out. Yo, come on along. 56 degrees, mostly sunny. There's some big white puffy clouds out there that look good. I like the poofy clouds out there. I do too. But here in Vancouver, 60, I thought it said 68 somewhere else, but it's supposed to be,
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, Portland's supposed to be like 71 today, 80 something tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice and hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's amazing the temperature difference across the river.
I know.
Over here than it is in Portland.
Yeah, it's weird.
I remember that when I was in Portland. It was hot a lot.
Yeah.
Plus you're in the city and everything too.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mama, it's Friday. Let's go in there, bust it out, and begin a 3-day weekend.
All right.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yes, me too.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful Friday.
You too.
All right. Love. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Oh, there's going to be a postpone. I did have a Spyder as a first appointment, and they scheduled him to show up at 11, and he shows up before 9, and I guess was kind of being nasty about it, so they switched it and gave it to Cable upstairs because he was here already. And then this guy just rolled in out of nowhere. I was riding it, and he feels all this thumping going on, and we don't know how he was riding it. It feels like the DPS is dead and the power steering's gone in it. There's literally no air. You can take your foot and push in and touch the rim. I mean, they're literally riding on their plastic carcass thing that's way over tired for a light Spyder. It's one of the dangers of having car tires on there. But they're so flat you can't steer it. And he didn't notice that. But he did notice the belt. And there's a whole bunch of chunks missing out of it. The alignment, it's trying to jump off the pulley over there. Oh, of course, he's got the aftermarket sway bar on there. And then the danger of those things is the cheap joints they put on them, and they just, so we get in here, they just rust up and lock up, and then eventually break. Horrible. Leave them stock. Keep them happy. And a trailer hitch, that these things aren't designed to have a trailer hitch on, because the VSS is not designed to compensate for it. So, and then you got car tires on it. He has a BRP on the back, but she's lacking some tread, like a whole lot of tread. Must live near the coast somewhere. He's got a lot of rust on this thing. But anyway, they've already sold those 2 bikes, got in the system, and one of them sold before I got here, and another salesman was down here double checking the VIN and everything on it. He's got the other one sold, and the guy was trying to lowball him on the price, and he's going, do you realize these things are unobtainable? They're hard to get. They go fast, boy. really fast. Well, I need to talk to them too. I pulled that thing up on the website, and of course the computer knows where I'm at, so it shows this zip code, and at the bottom, Honda shows, Honda dealers near your location. I'm literally standing in that zip code, and it doesn't suggest this store. It suggests the ones across the river and way up north of us, and everything but us. That's pretty weird. And we're, got a high rating. We should definitely be in the hunt. Because we meet all their criteria. Certified techs and certified parts people. Salesmen that do all their sales training and stuff, and we're all good with Honda. That's really weird that Pro Caliber Motorsports is not like top on the list when I'm in that zip code. There's no other Honda dealer in this zip code. So I seen the GM walking around there earlier today. I meant to talk to him about that yesterday, but he seemed like he was otherwise busy, which he might be today too. Anyway, I think my gimbal's out of. Is it just me, or I feel like I'm all cockeyed? But anyway, let's get a belt on this thing. I cannot even begin to describe the nightmare of this thing. Rat's nest stuff falling out from everywhere. They're just heaving out from everywhere. And rats, I'm allergic to rat dander, apparently. Just like as soon as I get around rat's nests, I go into crazy hay fever attacks. And this garbage aftermarket rack, look, everything's rusted. He's got a tensioner that's in there that's long since gone. It's just burnt out. It's just been sliding in one spot, which is typical. And it's a tensioner, not an idler arm. It's supposed to be something that just touches. All it's got to do is touch with the lightest pressure, and it's all you're doing is stopping the vibration in the belt. But as you can see, there's chunks of the belt missing. What a mess. Everything I've touched is just a nightmare. Everything's all, I'm literally surprised I haven't broke bolts off in this thing yet. They're all so gross and rusted in, and it's just absolutely nasty. I'm assuming this thing lives at the coast or something. But yeah, not good. So I've already exceeded the amount of time that I was given to all I'm doing is putting a belt on it. And we need to talk to this guy about a tire, because nobody needs to go through this again to put a tire on it. And that tire is gone, absolutely gone. So I need to go up there and talk to them about that. And I just need to take a break before I, kick a bucket or, break a glass bottle or something to take off some tension. The rat's nest, you can tell they've all been roaming around in there. Look at the wiring nightmare that is this Spyder. So it looks like he just keeps the wires balled up underneath the back seat and flips it out when he needs it. I just couldn't imagine hauling a trailer behind one of these things anyway. But, does drive car tires up front that are so hard. The right tire, I finally got a reading of it, was 2.5 pounds, and this one was 4.5 pounds. They were just gone. I'm afraid to touch my flashlight because I don't want to touch it and contaminate myself. I can't really tell. They look kind of, the outside one, or I guess it'd be the inside one, doesn't look too terribly bad. I imagine the brake pads on this thing probably aren't real happy either. Yeah, the fronts seem like they're kind of okay. It's eating a lot of stuff because you can see the heavy wear on that rotor. I can guarantee you that rotor's not within specs. That is a lot of eat. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot of eating on that rotor. Huh. Surprised them pads are as good. That's what they are, but I need to get my flashlight so I can look in there. Because I put the flashlight in my mouth a lot, so I'm not taking it out and pushing the button. So look, everything's all rusted. But everything just, yeah, everything just sounds dry and crusty. Look at all the rat stuff all in the middle, in between the A-arms. Holy moly. I can imagine what the air filter looks like in this thing. I think I gotta take the upper cover off to see it. The intake. Oh no, there it is, right there. Let me grab something here right quick. Grab another flashlight I don't use all the time. Yeah, I would guess it's probably been a very, very, very long time since that air filter's been replaced. It's got a definite gray, grungy look to it. I'm surprised I don't see Spyder nest stuff going on in there. Oh yeah, you can see all the fur and stuff down in there. Looks like bird feathers and stuff. That's really nasty. Man, that's nasty, and it just stinks of it too. Because the first thing I did was take the rear seat off to get the front seat off, because I can't, this cover locks in, and the seat side cover locks in right here, and the seat's got to be off. And I got that seat off. Oh, you just smell rats. Well, oddly enough, he's good on the pads. Man, that's a lot of wear on that rotor. Look at the divot that thing's got in it. I mean, you can feel it very clearly with your hand. With your phalanges. Yeah, pads are in good shape. He's probably had them replaced at some point. Oh, these, you still see a little brass color on the rear here, so they've probably been replaced sometime soon. Yeah, it's got a lot of wear in it too. You know that on the rotor, you gotta find it, but it'll tell you what the minimum thickness is on it. I just cheat and look at the book, but if you don't have the book with you, it'll be written on there somewhere. It's stamped in it. Just gotta find it. Probably on the inside where I can't see it. But anyway, I need to wash up, and I need to go tell them that it needs this tire put on this thing. Nobody needs to go through this a second time, because they're going to have to take all this stuff off the back to get to it again. And you know, the collars are floating in the little divot holes here, so you got to play this game of holding this aftermarket crap in the way and get the collars in between here in the stock, you know, rear fender holder. I guess that'd work like a bumper too, wouldn't it? But anyway, what a freaking mess. All right, hate to be a Debbie Downer, but you got to deal with these things. You can see how far that belt was not riding in the right spot, but you know, the belt literally coming apart could be shifting it too. So, yep, ridden hard and put away wet, this one. Sound like it ran good. Wow, what a mess. So I went up when they called the guy, and you know, I'm kind of talking over the service advisor, going, hey, your next step is threads sticking out of the tire. He's not going to do the tire. Look at all the rust everywhere. So I sanitized everything. I still got some of that COVID era stuff that we got. I was touching my camera as light as I could, and that's what came off of my camera. That's how nasty my hands were. So before I touch anything, I'm gloving up. I should have done that to start with, but I didn't realize until until I was digging in it. Well, I should have known as soon as I pulled that rear seat off. I smelled it. So anyway, I'm gonna put a belt on this thing. I just moved all this stuff over here to take a picture to show the service advisor. Yeah, that pulley is long since gone. And yeah, so guess I'll go back together with it with a new belt. Yahoo! I think I got some more because I can't put this pulley back on because it'll come down and eat into his swing arm. You know, you can just pull the wheel off, but boing, it's going to spring down. But I think I've got some more of these clips, and I know I got some of the bolts for it. Yeah, everything is this way. Just nasty. I absolutely can't believe I didn't break something taking this thing off. Everything is just seized, nasty seized. And you can see where the mice, doing what mice do, it rots, you know. You can see it's rusting as the outside of his tank. And just look at the collection of stuff everywhere. It's just so nasty. And when I was popped, because the newer covers don't have this lip anymore where it bites in. The old ones did. And anyway, so I'm working that thing off, and when it popped free, just a dust cloud of crap and stuff fell everywhere. I was like, ugh. I do need to see what his brake fluid looks like, see what his oil looks like. So I'll do a safety sheet with a huge safety warning about that tire. What I'm assuming, if we ever see this thing again, that's what you're going to see on there. He's going to put car tires on it. They just don't learn. And then, you know, I don't know who they get to put them on. I mean, all the car dealers, I don't know who you find to do it, because it is well known. Any reputable car, you know, tire shop knows better. They know about the lawsuits, and they will not put a car tire on a Spyder, because yeah, you can be in serious trouble. They just simply won't do it. So I'm assuming they're, you know, finding a buddy, or, you know, they're buying the jig or whatever and just put the tire on themselves, I guess. But I will take a very quick test ride on this. This will be around the block. I'm not going to be riding out there, and, you know, the lease, you don't have any down here. There's one there. It's probably full of ride-on though. No, it's not. You'd be surprised how thin that tire is when it gets that worn like that. It's crazy. There's not a lot. I mean, the least little thing will puncture that tire. It's pretty scary. But, you know, the whole saying, you can lead them to water. That doesn't mean you can make them drink. People just have to learn things themselves the hard way. These things, especially the old GSs and RSs and the F3s with car tires, because they're fun and sporty, frightening with car tires on there. And the VSS just can't. I mean, the VSS does its best, and it just shuts you down a lot. Especially, he's got an aftermarket sway bar on there. That thing's going to live in nanny mode if you do any kind of aggressive riding. You know, just a spirited ride, and it's shutting down on you all the time. You're going, what the heck is going on? And riding this thing in the rain, holy moly. Them things are going to have no traction. This thing don't weigh nothing. You know, an F3 or the old GSs, they just don't, they're famous for their hydroplaning. If you own one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't go really fast in the rain. You know, VSS, you know, is a great thing, but when you hydroplane, that's like being on ice. It can't, if it can't grip the road, it can't do its job. Put car tires on there, they can't grip the road. And they're hard. You seen how those tires did not look like they were flat. They're too thick. They're not meant for something this light. You know, this thing weighs a lot less than a whole lot of motorcycles. And you got 3 wide profile tires. Yeah, they'll hydroplane like crazy. But anyway, so I know where I'm at, and I took a breather, and I'm all calmed down, not getting riled up over nothing. I just don't like things being done half-a, you know. I don't like it. Even though when I'm told, no, don't do it, I don't want to do it. That eats at me. So it is what it is. Okay, so there's been some changes. So don't be sneaking around looking at customers' names. Pull the belt out. There's a slight problem. Not a chance in heck that's going on. So I go up, have them look the number up. They looked up they just grabbed a 23, just picked a number, a 23 Spyder. Well, in like 20, I'm not sure about the year, but around 22. Until then, BRP was using 89 tooth on F3s, and the all other Spyders had a 79 tooth. Well, I think it was in 22, I'm sorry, that they switched, and all Spyders now have the 79 tooth, because a lot of people are complaining that the RPMs are too high on their F3s and they're traveling or whatever. So anyway, we don't have the right belt. I go to put the belt on. So as I'm up there discussing that, the customer called and changed his mind and says, go ahead and put a tire on it. So while it's in this state, guy from upstairs I'll get the wheel off. He's gonna come from upstairs and put the tire on. So I need to get all this off and out of the way, which would be kind of tricky because I gotta get the caliper off. But anyway, so all's good. He's gonna do the tire, and he's totally cool with having to wait a few days for the belt. So I'm gonna have to roll this thing off. What do I do with it? Zip tied his belt. I guess I could temporarily just throw that thing on, just so I can drive it on and off the rack. But it'd probably be better to push it because, well, the way the F3s go, that's a little different. I was gonna say it'd tweak the frame or something under power, but it won't. So maybe I'll do that. That'd be the easiest thing, because then I gotta ask somebody to come help me, and you know, it's weird when two people are pushing and you got, you know, a skinny rack, although the F3s fit a lot better. But anyway, good news. Well, bad news, didn't have the correct belt, and it was actually the parts director that made the mistake. Always ask the year. But anyway, good thing, I feel better. He's going to put a tire on this thing, and so anyway, I'll do what I can. I'll clean stuff up so that when the belt comes in, it won't be such a rusted up mess. These guys upstairs must have got busy. No one ever came down to swap the tire. So I hope I don't have anything first thing on Monday morning, because I have no rack. My Spyder rack is full of Spyder parts, and this one's in pieces. It needs a wheel. But so I built the 300L 2025 CRF 300L. I like the LEDs everywhere, the new headlight, like the CFR. It has that motocross look, you know, where it's dropping down. Red fork guards. Still, for the $700, I would absolutely buy the Rally. You know, unless you're vertically challenged, and even this one is not a low bike. It's lower than the Rally, but not by much. This one's very clean, you know, dual sportish stuff, but the Rally's just definitely more serious, beefier suspension. You know, the nice fairing, and it's more set, you know, and skid plate, even though it's plastic on the bottom, they do work. But I would definitely go for the Rally. $700, I would kick myself forever for not spending that 700 extra bucks and getting the Rally, because you can end up spending all kinds of money trying to get this one to do what you want when that one already does it. But anyway, so there it is. It's the end of the day. Oh, good Lord, it is the end of the day. Need to button up and roll out. So thanks for hanging around with a Spyder and a CRF kind of a day. Cool. All right, I'm bouncing. Well, hello there, YouTube. Made it home safe and sound. Beautiful all the way. The last few days is nice in Vancouver. Get up here and it's all cloudy and cool.
But it's nice today.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful day, all day today. Never got hot. I think the high was 68 in Vancouver. I think it's supposed to be 63, 65, or whatever here. I didn't pay too much attention. If I did, I don't remember what it was. But it turned out to be fun with that F3. It was a little frustrating at first. I thought I was going to break bolts and everything else, but in the end, getting a tire and a belt on it, he'll end up being good and healthy again. So
That's good.
yeah. So anyway, I think on that, we're going to roll on out on you.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have a wonderful Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, and there goes Danny.
Danny goes running by. Y'all heard him go those little galloping sounds.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We see you then.
Appreciate you watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.